Interesting lineup from Falcons. Like, definitely improved something that they've been lacking in the last 2 days. Completely different lineup. Two supports kind of play with each other nicely. I already talked about these two being one of my favorite supports duo.
How many times does Quinn play this matchup versus how many times does Malrine? Right now they have the exact same CS, so I guess they've both played it the same exact amount of times. Snaking maybe going down here is one more decay, but
a little bit of body blocking from Ace. Good enough body blocking. They've guaranteed a kill. Yeah, he tries to go the other direction, blocked out by the Sprout, and Ace is calling for it. Give me the kill. Give me the kill.
He spent a lot of time off the lane, so
yeah,
you got to give it to the Centaur there. He only has 2 CS. Well, there'd probably be a lot of trolling and a lot of all chat.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Amar would definitely start with the all chat, but Ice would definitely do something to respond. It may not be all chatting. Watson gets the Lotus. Is it just me, or are these teams having a hard time getting into the Lotus pool? Tofu is going to make his first rotation. This seemed like a fight that was going to be won by GAIMIN Gladiators in the 2-on-2. A 3-on-2.
Just not fair.
That's just flat out impossible. So 2 kills go in the way of GAIMIN Gladiators. And they'll leave Ace alone for it, but this is all a part of the plan. There's one more trend I want to talk about, Avery, when it comes to the draft down the cliff. He probably won't be able to hit the ward.
Oh, he almost baited him.
Almost got him to hit it.
Quinn is missing CS for this.
So is Malrine. Okay, Tofu's going to teleport in. And in the end, Quinn will win the battle, denying his ward.
What a hard-fought victory here. Missed probably more gold in the creeps than that ward was worth, but he got it.
And Ace will die, meanwhile, in the top lane because Tofu rotated out to secure the ward. So
you can just jump in these cores and just start chunking them down. Even if you throw a Stampede or Doom out, you're not really debilitating this Sven. Like, you're kiting the fight a little, but there is Coil to help him. There's Shackle to help him. I like the pick.
A regen rune is certainly going to help Quinn in his lane, as he will get the kill on Snaking and then come back to lane full resources.
That's such a nice rune to find. I mean, GAIMIN are doing their usual tri-lane mid, trying to snowball the Ember. This is how you're supposed to play around this hero. Quinn will always call for it. Just get that rune on top. It's overwhelming.
I thought you were going to say this is how you're supposed to play around Quinn.
Well, that too. Well, he doesn't give you a choice, so either play around him or he's going to feed.
Yeah, well, he's not giving you a handshake at the end of the game, at least. Watson, big whirling death hit.
I think he's going down here.
Yeah, unless you get some support rotations. He's got phase boots. Okay, Amar goes the wrong direction.
Okay.
And
this is setting that rune contest up as they're bringing both supports. They're ready for this gameplay.
Yep.
Maybe you can't stop Quinn getting it, but you can mess with his life.
Ooh.
Oh, he gets it anyway.
Yep, got an amp damage. That'll solve your damage problem, certainly.
Just straight out clicked him, and that's a massive rune to get here.
Oh, and he sees a little stack over here.
Doesn't have Flame Guard for 10. Yeah, I don't think that's worth lingering for.
Got off the Timber Chain. I think Amar lives because of that. The support rotations are just not here in time. Now, Quinn is coming over, so Falcon's mass rotation, it may not be that good for him. Snaking.
I just died, man.
God Strength is going to be popped by Skeeter, but dodging the hammer makes it pretty easy. Quinn, he's just able to walk away. They deal with the tombstone. Now he's going to be called up. Right next to this God Strength Sven, though, he's in trouble, and he will die to the physical damage. Amar coming back into play. Timber chaining forward. Watson, he goes for the kill, gets an Infernal Blade hit, and will get the damage over time, but he's overwhelmed. As Malrine, a beautiful curveball that passes through both Watson and Tofu. Now they've got the extra kill on Malady. In the end, it's Falcons who overwhelm GAIMIN Gladiators with just sheer numbers.
The fact Quinn goes back in there and gets coiled just cost GAIMIN so much in that fight. And what a TP from Skeeter. Looked a little awkward there at the start, but the fact that GAIMIN commit, he won it at some point in this game. So, yeah, investment into later. Could have been a Midas, though. Just saying.
Ace is about to be ganked here. Tofu will hold back Skeeter, but not for long. And too many stuns. No chance of getting off a Stampede.
Not enough armor to survive that. That is the Sven Centaur matchup.
Yeah, it says a lot that they're getting more out of the map, getting more net worth over time when you're playing against a Doom. Well, always had to hand a Midas. Stampede, it'll catch Snaking. Really not that big of a deal for Falcons, especially since the Undying just comes right back, so it's not even like you have a 4 versus 5 ahead.
I can come back and die instantly again.
True.
6 deaths so far this game.
Coil goes out, goes after the duel. See if they can burst him down, not let him get off the Doom in the whirling death. At half HP, A Timber Chain, Whirling Death, and a Chakram pullback blows up Watson.
Got the chain cancel with the golem.
That was nasty.
Okay, I mean, I don't know if that was intentional, but
And you were right. Snaking is maybe going to come back and die again. Though Skeeter, God Strength, he's back into play with his Blink Dagger. They've got plenty of disable. They used the shackles. Crit was a little greedy with it, but it works out beautifully.
No answer for Skeeter in this game. He's absolutely decimating.
Tofu, with his Vessel and his Shard, he's going to need a little bit more, and apparently it's going to require both his ultimate and Stampede to get that kill.
Rough game for the King, I'll say that. I mean, they have had his number.
True, but if any hero's going to have a rough game, Undying is probably the 5 position that I'm okay with, you know? They catch Maureen here. He didn't actually jump to his orb.
I don't know if that's better.
He's stuck in the
for him.
middle of all the heroes. And he will not be able to blink away, but he might be able to Waiting Rift away. Nope. Meanwhile, Skeeter comes in, cleans up Tofu, and they will both walk away from each other. Watson, once again, dealing with this Timber Saw. I mean, he may have the Doom, but it seems like Amar has his number.
It's not so straightforward when your support duo is Warlock Furion.
Also, what is it resolved to? What's the timing here for GAIMIN Gladiators to turn this game around?
More farm on the Doom. Like BKB for Watson, he can engage in a fight, actually deal some damage, because right now, you're just getting picked off. And
over and over and over again. They're still going to fight this one. Golem did a lot of damage with the drop there on the puck. Snaking's also a little bit low. Tofu, he's caught in a bad situation. He is definitely dead underneath both the ward and the tombstone. Meanwhile, Amar's fighting underneath the tier 2. Did not get the Lotus off. So the Doom will finally find its purchase, and Watson will claim the life of Amar. But he doesn't get a walk away from it for free. Skeeter, he's got him easily. There's no escape from Falcons. Just swarm in underneath this tier 2 with God Strength used. Take the tier 2. Yeah, he went back to the Giga Ward.
He tied to the Giga Ward.
Gets out there. But even dodging these ganks.
Yeah, you're losing so much gold in the process.
Seriously. Quinn, he gets a shield rune for the future. I need to use it now. Uh-oh. Hexed up. Golem's going to be dropped. It doesn't stop the shackles. Malady was too far away with the Golem drop. It does not catch Crit, who's way out there thanks to his Ether Lens.
His God Strength's running out. Maybe that deters him a little, but you have Aegis on the Sven. Definitely push it here.
Thinking about jumping in. Got the Harpoon. Pull back in on Tofu.
Too easy. Way too easy right now.
I love that more and more of these teams are going for the dives on tier 3s when they get a pick like this.
At this point in their team's history. Ooh, Hex bottom. They caught Quinn. He is absolutely gone here.
He dead.
Again, the issue's getting these lanes out. It's so difficult, which might be the point in this game we're at. If you're gaming, you kind of got to take advantage of Falcons' aggressiveness and bait them into some bad jump.
Ace jumped on again, and luck will not be on his side this time around.
And not the most lucky guy on that one.
And Malady is gone as well. Instant buyback from him, but with no ace, it's probably just another lane of barracks.
But ATF, he's just breaking it right on this tree line.
Slight trying to reveal what heroes broke the smoke. It's a Timber Saw. Not exactly what you want to be jumping here. GAIMIN Gladiators, they're going to take the bait here. Go for Snaking on the Undying. This just feels like GAIMIN Gladiators just going to jam. Okay, they doomed up an Undying. He's going to instantly revive.
Not going to work out well.
That can't work for you. It's impossible to win this fight. They almost get the Shadow Shaman, but instead it's Crit who gets Quinn.
Yeah, that was a Hail Mary play. Cool idea, though, with the Furion. He TP'd in the back and like planted a deep ward.
Yeah.
And kind of just bought some time and gave them vision. But yeah, you cannot Doom Undying to win that fight. Even if you get a massive Doom on a core, that game is just long gone. It's just a beautiful Sven game. And if he doesn't get punished in the laning phase, if he gets out ahead and he can join fights last that are set up from the Puck Coil and the Shadow Shaman.
And then all of a sudden, boop, big boy Skeeter shows up. And he gets like 3 kills. It really felt like that was the story of the game, is that every engagement felt like kind of on equal terms, and then all of a sudden Sven would show up.
Again, we might be seeing something that did happen in game 1 when they're trying to kill the ward. Like this is extremely skilled matchup, and if Quinn gets the upper hand in this matchup, if he gets a good timing on the Aghanim Scepter, he might just roll over the game.
This Underworld is set up for success, and if you're Falcons, you either got to match this for the Beast, or find a way to exert some pressure on this map. Maybe get it in there for yourself, steal stacks away from GAIMIN.
Mark from behind, Malady shows up. Now, Mark did have some stick charges. He battles it out with Watson. Will not win that battle, but they will get the trade-off. Still, though, first blood is claimed. A bit of intelligence is stolen. All things considered, good for GAIMIN Gladiators.
Got the raindrop online. Pretty hard to burst this hero. Tough for Falcons to go here. They're going to bring both supports. But no coil means you can't kill Quinn here. We'll
Just
win the
running
rune.
down the Beastmaster. They will manage to get that shield rune. Quinn, though, will be unpunished for his aggression, as you said, Malrine. No coil yet due to losing the lane.
Look elsewhere.
8-minute power rune.
Ooh, 50-50. No luck for Malrine. Now he's in trouble.
Silenced up, face shift, trying to dodge some of the damage, but it will come nonetheless.
Man, rough start in these lanes for Falcons. GAIMIN showing up in game 2.
And it's become such a trend that it is being countered every single time. Number of times we've seen that. Amar gets his level 6, puts it to use, trying to kill Tofu here, and will be able to do so, but it looks like his life is going to be traded out. In fact, Watson, he might be able to get multiple kills out of this situation. Yes, sir. Double kill for him. Watson is just such a happy clam, man. He's lowering a lot of the Beastmaster's damage, and then he throws out a pipe, negates the puck.
If I'm Hin, I'm thinking my item progression is pipe first.
Yeah.
Ruin the early magic damage that might let Falcons win a fight, and Crimson later.
Got it for Roar, but the gate's coming through. And avoid Remnant to be able to pull back Amar. So, easy doubles. Crit did manage to get the kill onto Malady. Malady kind of walking through that bedlam. But
So much
very
action.
efficient move. The funny part is you can maybe rotate some heroes to help out this Underlord because he's so strong and pressure this side of the map too. And Quinn with his Invis rune, spot snaking. Now Skeeter still has a chance to live. It's
I
gonna
don't know
probably
about that.
require Stone Gaze being used. Oh no, the neutral creeps are gonna stall him up, and Quinn just beautiful body blocking. Stays in front of him, coil on two from Malrine. They quickly go for the kill on Malady and will be able to get that much.
Something there. Quinn's still looking for more though.
And they'll easily get it. Crit. They get the lockdown on Quinn. Does Quinn actually die? Ooh, jump away. He's fine. And he is rapidly closing in on his Aghanim Scepter.
Are going to be good no matter what here. There's nothing really to itemize here for GAIMIN outside of the Underlord ores and just survive through it. So if you can connect all these together on prime core targets, you can bring them down.
Underlord maybe dying in this bottom lane. Lasso gets the grab onto the Beastmaster, pulling him away from the Underlord. Does the Underlord survive as a result? No, the final round of axes goes out from Amar, claiming the kill. Off-laner for off-laner.
I'm surprised they got that Underlord. I still think if you're Falcons, yeah, it doesn't feel great to make some just joint smoke play, but what other options do you have in this game to regain some map control? Like, just smoke behind the Beast with the supports, look for a roar and do a pickoff, get a ward out, get something going.
Puck may have survived that bottom engagement, but now the follow-up still leads to his death. Crit, he's gonna die. No Shadow Realm TP out for him. Pressure on both side lanes.
Two split for me. Again, if you don't smoke for these plays, it's super likely you are going over a ward or some trap. Instead,
Pickoffs continue.
no safe place on the map right now. Did find the TA.
Big pickup.
Okay. Just walked in and
And the
roared.
Underlord actually went for it. I'm surprised he came through. No immediate stuns coming out from Falcons, though. Would have been, I guess, up to the Brambles.
Unfortunately, GAIMIN are well ahead and they can beat you to the punch and they can start to ramp the tempo.
Quinn's gonna
here.
try and help him out. Oh, he's got the Aghanim Scepter on the Underlord. Even more global catch here from GAIMIN Gladiators, and the first use of it manages to spare Tofu his life as he was being hunted down by Amar. Now Tofu can return the favor. Brings back another kill to Ace, Quinn, and Watson.
Maybe it'll never come. Maybe there's too pressure in this game, but it's got to be a combination of the course soon. You get your Ags on your Medusa. There's your damage.
Ace dodged the grasp by not moving.
Doesn't have auras available.
Maybe they kill him here. Got a root onto the Void Spirit as well, doing decent damage
He's
to the
going down.
Underlord. He is definitely going to fall here. The Crimson Guard going off far too late for him.
Nice call from Skeeter. Just recognizes all these auras were on cooldown. Trying to help that Bat Rider on that dive play. Somebody has to bring these heroes down. And that
Butterfly
was,
would give you more attack speed to take advantage of the Maelstrom procs. Oh, got off the Shadow Realm before the sounds came through. Grid's doing a good job keeping himself alive. Now, he should eventually die. Quinn, he's going to focus him down. Now, Skeeter is stuck in the middle of this, and he's running low on mana. Any help? They do manage to get a Decrepify out. Now Roar onto the Void Spirit, but they got a lasso, and Watson, there's nothing stopping him. He's just swinging time after time after time. Tofu looks like he's going to get run down by Amar, but the Pugna and Amar's life, they are both forfeit for that play. May have gotten the Bat Rider, but they will lose 4 for it.
wants to find a different target. He wants the Beastmaster. Won't get him in the base. And now Falcons, they're eyeing up the Underlord. This is a great target to start on. If you can just chain stun him up. No gate goes out.
He gets off the gate, and he gets off the Crimson, gets off the pipe. That's going to be nullified. But now the turnaround.
You can't escape.
They're stuck in all of these pits. Where are you going to go, Skeeter? He can't go anywhere. All he can do is stand and fight the best he can with the Maelstrom proc. See if he can get enough of them to win it. He does manage to get a Roar out, Nullifier onto the Void Spirit. Can they finish him with the Gorgon's Grasp? He mantas, and he gets away. Dissimulates on out of there. Watson blinks out with his refraction still up, but it's a fight that Falcons technically win. They go 1 for 1.
Not too bad.
Still 30 seconds until Roshan could spawn. A smoke up from Falcons. I mean, no gate on the Underlord. If you push back into the rest of these Gaming Gladiator heroes.
That's very true. You have a nice numbers advantage. Unfortunately, you left the Dusa.
Global Sound's going to use. TPing back the Dusa, keeping some of these heroes away, but Watson's already even the odds. He's already gotten 2 of these kills, and a third one perhaps on its way. Amar, he lives through that lasso, has a chance to get off a Roar. Who does he want to use it on? Another Global Sound's going to be put to use here. Watson putting damage onto the Medusa, already half HP with the Pug silenced up. Does manage to get away. The Roar is going to be used on the Templar Assassin. BKB allows him to just keep going after Skeeter, and Skeeter's still going to fall. Watson, he just brute forces it. He's got all the net worth in the world, and he uses it to bring down the carry of Falcons without much effort.
Not enough DPS to win this numbers advantage fight, especially with the supports just getting instantly bursted down. I mean, that's going to seal this deal. Game 2 will go GAIMIN's way as they even out this series. Very convincing. I feel like we've seen this a lot in this group stage. A lot of these teams, they've split 1-1, and it's been very convincing games both ways. A lot of parity right now in the scene. And this tournament might come down to who figures out a way to break the meta first in terms of having it favor them. This is definitely a GAIMIN lineup I think we will see again with this Underlord for Ace. So
Falcons
strong.
Fighting it out to the bitter end. A 3-man coil will not change the odds here for Falcons. Throwing some buybacks around. Watson is actually low enough that maybe they could go for the kill. Got off another round of refraction. That's nasty. He's nullified. Mallory's trying his best, but he needs the help of Skeeter, and Skeeter's fighting it out with Quinn right now. It's just not going to work for them. GG is called. Throne explodes, and GAIMIN Gladiators even the series. 1-1 with Falcons.
A classic game from them, honestly. This is the GAIMIN lineup we could have seen.
Well, I don't know about that, Cap, because I feel like BB Team and Execration, it's a very back and forth game, that one, but it seems to be leaning the way of BB Team, and that would imply potentially no Group B tiebreakers either, but we'll get to that. The game's still going on.